Welcome back to Land to House. We had our first snow of the season last night. We're supposed to get a little bit more as the day goes on. It's not, oh, sorry about Wally, he's taking care of business. But yeah, it's maybe a ½ inch just a dusting out here. But Emma wanted to come out and play for a while and thought we would be a good time for that. It's about 28 degrees and windy, but we'll have fun. So I want to be more intentional with my vlogs and videos in general, especially going into 2020. I was watching some of my old videos because this upcoming Saturday I have a little talk at the local town center. It's supposed to be up to a couple hundred people there. Should be exciting. But I was watching some of my old videos to kind of draw some little clips to make a little montage video, and realized that the vlogs have kind of reduced in quality over the past couple of months. And I'm going to blame that on working more at my job and taking care of Arrow, 2 kids basically. Ooh, that's cold. Let's go to the castle, okay? Okay. You want to hold my hand down the big hill? No? Okay. Let's see if we got it.
Yeah, we got it.
We got it. Whee! So, since you're watching this, you are a faithful follower of the channel. Let me know if you think the vlogs have, their quality is reduced a little bit. It's okay to say that the quality was never there in the first place, but anyway, I just want to know your thoughts. Let's climb up in here where the wind is not so strong.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, that's slippery. There's a bit of ice under there. So cold.
In here.
Ah, it's cold out here, isn't it? So I was working on the Playhouse, and I only have a couple little panels left here, and then work on windows. I was given a podium with, it's made of plexiglass. It's like ½ inch stuff, expensive. And I got it, didn't know what I was going to use it for, and I thought, man, what if I were to cut out window shapes here and have a sliding window made of that plexiglass? Because there's enough space in here, I feel like, to do a sliding window. So I have the big front window here in the front, of course, and then a window on each of the sides here. So I don't know, maybe I'll do 2 back here just for consistency, but we'll see. But what I was getting at is that I did a no spin November, October and November actually. Be very careful. So that we could get caught up on bills, and I think next week we'll be caught up, which is really awesome. About 5 minutes out in the snow and Emma was done, or I was done for her, so she's back in. Well, so yeah, just write down below what you think you would like to see to improve the vlogs. I just want to be intentional in 2020. I feel like the past 2 or 3 months I've just been kind of getting by with videos, just throwing up some content. Now the Ram Pump series I thoroughly enjoyed, and I do intend on bringing that back when the weather is a bit warmer. But anyway, just give me your thoughts on that. So yeah, if you're watching this, you are a dedicated Land to House fan, and you know that a few months ago I mentioned that I was starting a new product or a new business that was 100% opposite of Land to House. And I thought, why not go ahead and introduce the product to you today and get your thoughts. So yeah, just keep that in mind. It's different. So here it is. It's called Spark Rings, and it's basically just a silicone ring that you would wear for working out or traveling, or if you're a mechanic, or you know, a real working person. So for right now, the product's packaging is just this Spark Rings card with the ring. And it does come in 3 packs. I've got what I consider the women's rings, but all they are just thinner. I've had a few guys get the thinner rings. But I've got the purple, turquoise, and black in the women's ring, and then the blue, black, and gray in the men's. And I have sizes from 8 to 12 in the men's so far. And then in the women's, I've got 5 to 8. Or 9. Yeah, 5 to 9, I think. So anyway, they are very durable. I've been wearing these 3 personally for a couple of months now. And I've worked out with this one the most, I think. But I like them a lot. So I know it's different, but what I'm going to ask of you is that if you do wear the silicone ring and you enjoy them, check out sparkrings.com. I'll have a link in the description of this video. And there's also a coupon code that says free ring, all one word, lowercase. And that will take out the cost of the ring, so it's just the shipping. And so here's what I'm doing. The shipping cost is $2. And so if you sign up for the warranty after you get your ring, then you can only pay the $2 from here on out and get the ring at that price. And I want to be completely transparent with you. I make like 30 cents or so off of that $2 shipping. That's price of ring and the shipping and all that. So yeah, just wanted to throw that out there to be honest with you. So if you purchase a ring, what I'd like is a social media picture. You don't have to post it yourself if you don't want to, but just send it to me and I'll put it on Instagram and Facebook to kind of get this business going. The site is almost done. I've got to get the homepage wrapped up and fill out some of the other stuff, like remake the sizing page. But anyway, so yeah, and if you do enjoy the product, you could leave a review on the Spark Rings website. But anyway, that's enough of that. I just, I've been wanting to just tell you about this product for a while now. I'm super excited because they are way more comfortable than my traditional metal ring. So today's plan, since it's too cold to do anything outside, I've been asked by our church to make a communion cup holder for these stainless steel cups. And it's going to be made out of this piece of chopping block table. So the plan is to put 80 holes in here. And so I'm going to do, I guess, strips along the sides and leave the middle open. And my drill press depth here, what is that, like 5 to 6 inch? So that's my limiting factor, really. But I'm going to go ahead and set this up over here on the table and find the appropriate Forstner bit. And I think I'm going to have to make a little jig to bring this table up to the level of my bit here. So anyway, let's see what I can come up with. Okay, I just pieced together this little table that should hold the chopping block surface up close enough to get this hole drilled in here. And then I need to make a flat or a straight edge on this side here. You can see it's pretty wavy and choppy where they cut it off. So, and I think I need 80 holes in here, 40 on one side, 40 on the other. So we'll have to measure this out and see what we can make of it here. Okay, so the cool thing is this way is 25 1/4 and this way is 25 3/4. So I can actually square this up. So I'm just going to come in here at 25 1/4 and hopefully I'll be able to get this thing nice and square. It's hard to believe that last week it was 70 degrees and it's 28 out there at the moment. Also, I just realized that when I was helping to build that front porch, I have not charged any of my batteries. So I'm doing that right now before we can get this thing cut. We can at least get this prep work done before we get into that. So I think I'm going to have to lock this tabletop down here. Okay, I just got the guide set up here to cut that edge off. I'm just waiting on a battery to charge up. So one thing I thought about for improving the content on the channel, do you remember back with the workshop build series how I had drone footage and it was amazing? Well, the DJI Phantom 4 is really big. It fits in a suitcase basically. And I let it sit without using it for several months. And what happened was the controller battery got messed up. I would turn the unit on and it would just flash like no battery. So I tried to charge it, nothing would happen. So I went online and I found a couple of tutorials on how to fix it. You have to take apart the controller, or you have to take a heat gun and heat up one IC chip and it reseats it and it works. So I did all that and I got between 50 and 80% of the battery to work on the controller. So the drone does work, but it's kind of iffy. Like if that controller just decides to stop working, you either lose the drone or it falls out of the sky. I don't know, it's not good. So I was on YouTube the other day just watching cat videos or something, and an advertisement came on for the new DJI Mavic Mini, and it looks amazing. And it's only $400. I hate to say it, but in 2016, I think it was, I paid $1,400 for the Phantom 4. And I really used it. It was great until I just couldn't justify the time it took to bring it out of the box and set it up, because you had to put the props on, you had to get this giant controller, and you had to just, it was a hassle. And so I just didn't. But I think that getting the Mavic Mini here in a couple of months would be fantastic, because it literally fits in the palm of your hand. It's about the size of a cell phone. It weighs 249 grams, which means it is under the 250 grams for the FAA regulation. So you can just imagine 249 grams is not much. But anyway, so hopefully I'll be able to get a drone here in the next couple of months that I can use quite often. I really want to have one for when I build the lawnmower shed down here, because aerial footage of setting walls and putting the roof on is really handy. Let's see, that battery's still going. One thing I made last night, I remade my pencil holder here. The previous one, which one was it? I may have just thrown it out. Anyway, I had a 2x4 turned this way, coming out, and the pins would fall out of it. So I just turned it up and drilled the holes that way, closer to the wall, and also holds the pins a lot better. So I need to clean out my French cleat. It's got some junk back there. But anyway, I've got that new one up there. I don't know how long that's going to take. Maybe we should install a French cleat strip over here. What I'd like to do is hang things like my earmuffs and my glasses, and maybe a pin, you know, and I may even keep one of my tape measures over there, because I am constantly cutting PVC pipe with my chops, with my miter saw. And so it would be really nice and handy to just have those items available right here. So I can just pull this out and get to work. So maybe while that battery is doing its thing, we should do that real quick. I was looking at this space a little closer. I normally keep my saw right here, and the studs are here and here. So it's kind of out of the way for getting a French cleat. And I was thinking, if I'm going to store my drill press over here at some point, maybe it'd be better to have a shelf out here instead. So maybe what I'll do is just install a little shelf right here. And I may put, I don't know, a block on the front to keep things from falling out. Or I could put it over here maybe. And that way it could hold all my stuff up here. Easy access. Saw would still be out of the way. And my drill press can be over here in this little spot here. So I might do that. Let's give it a try. Okay, I decided off on this side would be better, just because it's out of the way. But now I can toss a tape measure up there, some earplugs, and the safety glasses I use most often. And I was thinking, why not just keep all my glasses up there? So that way it's pretty easy access, and I can keep a pencil up here as well. Just the stuff that I use all the time. Okay, battery is ready. Let's go ahead and see about getting this thing taken care of. A friend of mine used this saw and he cut through some pretty tough stuff. So I hope my blade is still usable here. Okay, cool, cool, cool. It's a nice edge on there. Now for the tedious kind of work that I really don't like, and that is getting all of these marks out here. So I'm doing 1.25 inches from the side and then 1.75 inches from each one in each direction here. 4 rows, 10 in each one. Anyway, super boring. I'm just going to come in here and start marking this out. And once I got the first row done, I kind of just come back and judge where the next one's going to be marked, just based on the previous one. Anyway, it's boring, and I'll bring you back here when it's time to do some drilling. Thought I would do a test run here. I've got a 26mm, and that's a Forstner bit. And I think my depth is going to be set at about 1/2 inch here. So let's just give it a try in this blank 2x4 and see what we get. That's going to be an issue. I'm going to have to hold my base when I'm doing this. It's got to be a lot deeper than that. But how is it for... Yeah, I'm thinking maybe smaller than that. Let's go down maybe one size. Wound up with 24mm at 1/2 inch deep, and it fits really well. Not snug, but easy enough that it's not going to tip over. And I think that's going to be our ticket there. So I got to go, but let's go ahead and see about maybe getting a couple of these done just as an example, and see how well this is going to do here on my little table jig. Man, it's kind of tight. Alright, let's just give it a try here and see what we come up with. Go ahead and line up here for one of them. I feel like it's going deeper than it needs to. Yeah. Let's see what's up with that. Yeah, it's going deeper than it's supposed to. I need to reset my... Oh, I know what's wrong. This piece is a different size than... Yeah, it's about 1/4 inch deeper than my block was, but it's still gonna work. Okay, well, I got the depth set where I want it, and the size is good. I've got 4 holes, and luckily I didn't mess up until the 3rd one. Just clipped it there, but I think it will sand out close enough and be good. But well, anyway, I've got to do some work that's non-YouTube related, and we got some people coming over to the house this evening. So all the stuff I mentioned before with these rings, do not feel obligated whatsoever, but if it's something that you would enjoy and that you would like to help support me, and so basically, if you buy one, you don't have to, but if you want, take a couple of pictures of just doing whatever it is you do, and send them to me. I will post them on Instagram and Facebook, just to help the social media presence and help grow the business. And then if you want to write a review to help make the brand new website look more used, would be good. But I'm hoping in the next 2 weeks or so to just do the official launch. I need to make a couple of videos like how to size your finger for a ring, and a warranty page. But anyway, hope you're as excited as I am about starting this business. All of my other products are seasonal. So like ram pumps, trekking poles, sleeping pads, etc. Those are all summertime basically. So these rings are year-round. But anyway, thank you so much for listening to me ramble on and working my little projects here. If you would write down below what you would think would be good positive content for 2020, I would love to hear it. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.